Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I know a lot of young people think about almost every day: entrepreneurship versus traditional jobs. In other words, starting your own business versus working for someone else. This is one of these debates that never seems to end because both paths have their pros and cons. And honestly, there there isn't just one right answer. It really depends on your personality, your goals, and the type of life you want to live. But today I want to break it down in a way that feels real, simple, and practical. Okay, the security of traditional jobs. Let us start with traditional jobs because that's what most people grow up being told is the normal path. Go to school, get good grades, graduate, find a stable job, work hard, get promoted, and then retire with a pension or savings. That's the script a lot of us we're handed, right? And honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. Traditional jobs can offer stability. You usually know how much money you'll be making every month. You might get benefits like insurance, paid vacation, and retirement plans. You don't have to constantly worry about whether your business will make enough money this week. There's also a structure. Some people actually love knowing what their role is, what task they're responsible for, and that they get paid no matter what, as long as they show up and do their job. The level of predictability can be very comforting. But of course, there are downsides. Many traditional jobs can feel repetitive. You might get stuck in an office doing the same routine, working for a boss who doesn't inspire you. You might feel like your creativity is being wasted, or or that you're not really building something that belongs to you. And then there's the issue of income. In a traditional job, your salary is usually kept. Sure, you can ask for a raises or climb the ladder slowly, but your income will rarely skyrocket. For many people, that's frustrating. The adventure of an entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Now, let's flip the coin and and entrepreneurship. Being entrepreneurship means you are your own boss. You don't just follow instructions. You create the instructions. You get to build something from scratch, something that reflects your ideas, your vision, your creativity. That's powerful. One of the biggest benefits of an entrepreneur entrepreneurship is freedom. You can decide your schedule. You can decide what kind of project you want to work on. If you're successful, you can potentially make way more money than you ever could at a traditional job. But let's be real. Entrepreneurship is also risky. Most new business fail within the first few years. There's financial pressure, long hours, and constant problems solving. Some days you feel on top of work, and and other days you wonder if you should quit and go back to something more stable. It's not for everyone. Some people hate uncertainty. They need to know what their paycheck will look like, and they don't want to spend their nights worrying, worrying about customers, marketing, or paying employees. But others thrive it in that chaos. For them, the challenge is exciting. Personality fit. This brings me to one of the most important points, where entrepreneurship or a traditional job is better really depends on who you are. If you value security, stability, and clear structure, you might prefer a traditional job. If you value freedom, creativity, and the chance to take big risks or big rewards, entrepreneurship might be calling you. And here's the things. Neither choice, neither choice is better and absolutely sense. Society sometimes glamorizes entrepreneurships, especially with social media showing people driving luxury cars, luxury cars, or traveling the world while running a business. But that's not the full story. Behind those, behind those highlights reels are years of stress, failure, and countless sacrifice that people don't post online. On the other hand, traditional jobs are sometimes looked down on, like they're boring or outdated, but for millions of people, they provide a meaningful, stable life, and there's nothing wrong with that. The middle ground. Sometimes I find interesting is that you don't always have to choose one or the other forever. Some people work a traditional job to gain skills, experience, and savings, and then later transition into entrepreneurship. Others start business, but then move back into the job market after a while, maybe because they realize they prefer structure. There's also the option of doing both. In today's work, side hustles are huge. You can, you can work a 9 to 5 job and in your free time run a small business online, build a personal brand, or freelance. This way you get a security of a paycheck while still testing the waters of entrepreneurship. And actually think this this is one of the smartest approach of young people today. Instead bidding everything on one path, you can experiment, see what works for you, see what excites you. The mindset difference. Now I want to talk about mindset because this is where I see the biggest difference between the two paths. In traditional jobs, the mindset is often about following a system. You're part of an organization, and you need to play your role within it. That can be fulfilling if you like teamwork and structure. In interception in intercept interpret okay, entre entrepre okay in entrepreneurship, the mindset is about ownership. Everything is on you. Success, failure, money, reputation. If something goes wrong, you can't blame your boss or your company. You have to fix it. That requires reliance, creativity, and a willingness to fail again and again until you figure things out. And that's sometimes, and that's something that scares a lot of people, but it also builds incredible character. Work-life balance. Another thing to think about is work-life balance. In a traditional jobs, once you clock out, you're usually done for the day. You can go home, relax, and not think about work until the next morning. Entrepreneurs, they're almost never off the clock, even when they're on vacation. They're thinking about their business. Some people love that, it's their passion. Others hate it. You understand, right? So again, it comes back to knowing yourself. Do you want your work to consume most of your life because it excites you, or do you want your job to just be a part of your life while you focus on family, hobbies, and personal time? Uh, thinking, bro. The next point is money isn't everything. Something, something I really want emphasis is that money shouldn't be the only factor when deciding between entrepreneurship and traditional jobs. Of course, money matters. We all need it. We all need it to survive. But chasing only the highest, the highest paycheck can leave you miserable. If you're making six figures, but you hate your life, is that really success? On the other hand, if you're making an average salary, but you have a peace of mind, good relationships, and time to enjoy life, isn't that valuable too? Isn't that valuable too? Final thoughts. So the graph is up. The question of entrepreneurships versus traditional jobs isn't really about which one is better in general. It's about which one is better for you. Ask yourself, do I value security or freedom more? Do I enjoy stability or challenge? I'm am now and I um, carajo. Am I okay with risk, or do I prefer certainty? Do I want work to be my whole life, or just a part of it? There's no wrong answer here. The only mistake is choosing a path just because someone else told you it's the right one. And if at the end of the day, your career should align with your values and the kind of lifestyle you want. Some people are born to be entrep- entrepreneurs. Others are born to try in traditional jobs, and some are happiest blending both. So take your time. So take your time, experiment, and most importantly, choose the path that feels right for you, not the one that looks cool on social media or makes the other people impressed. So thank you for listening me. I hope this episode helps you think more deeply about your own path. whether that's entrepreneurship or traditional job or something in between. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, share it with your friends, and let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover. Until next time, take care and remember, success is not one size fits all.